Now then, I just got back from work. I'm extremely tired and ready to do stuff, I guess. Yeah, I didn't really explore this tree. I guess I'm not gonna, but still. $3,000? Okay, yeah, that's pretty expensive. So, Flare Breath gets an upgrade, Satellite gets an upgrade, Impulse gets an upgrade. Wings of Light needs an upgrade. There we go. There we are. I like Satellite, but I feel like it's kind of underwhelming when compared to Impulse. Impulse is kind of the best ability in the Vomit tree. Alright. I'm eager to get back to this, so...
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Ah, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. You earned this.
Oh, okay.
All done?
It's a lot of AP, too. God, I should have held on to it. And I could have upgraded Mega Flare again. Or Giga Flare, rather. Still pretty good, though. Guess we'll master this. Perfect.
Was wondering when you turn up. Had ours from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
Finally, maybe we can get to the bottom of what's going on with Joshua and Ultima and all that shit.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed.
Pretty sure he
Now,
did.
both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
It's all Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive!
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
So I take it Dion's basically going to be a ticking time bomb waiting to go off. Based on what I'm hearing. Okay, it is side quest time. How many side quests we got? Just a few. Cool. Cool.
Aye, it's a dangerous world.
I don't think I've gotten a diamond sword yet, have I? Oh well.
It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Huh.
Finished, are you?
What am I gonna do?
Is everything all right, Goose? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like... Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dallimil Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
Yes, but what if it isn't? What if Karen is secretly evil? Nah, that'd be crazy.
Lady Karen. How's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait. What exactly are you getting at?
Oh boy,
Not
he
once
fucked up
in
now.
5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care. But here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto.
Just asking. Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating about you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dallimil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocence, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
Aye, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day. I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose it is.
Well, there we go. Problem solved.
Seems the hideaway is lost.
Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped? Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
But what if I am playing favorites, though?
I've never been one to play favourites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand.
Oh, well,
so,
case closed then.
What's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Ah, that's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one?
Oh no, not
Kindly
Tomes.
old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Okay, Onward to Harpocrates and this other side quest is doing.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them. As always.
Oh boy, spankings galore.
Lawsman Harpocrates, I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valicia, a culinary pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sandbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
There we go.
Is a storm coming soon?
Seems the hideaway is.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Oh, right. Letter side quests. Can't forget those. Okay.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
Gotta take a trip to Northreach, Dalimil, and of course Martha's Rest.
We're all gonna die! You hear me? What do you reckon we should do? I see.
Ah, so that's what happened.
Sid!
Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh!
And just how long hasn't it been one?
We're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? Why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said,
The best way to see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we? All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Midadol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others? This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track.
So this side quest is literally just helping
round
kids figure out how to
parts
put
are
stuff
called the
together.
pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Midadol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
It's not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
You know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
What about the
That's
cogwheel,
right.
though?
We're Miss Midadol's hairs.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Midadol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it?
Do you?
Poor Sid.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there...
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Okay, that's one done.
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost. I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. What subject shall we consider today? Did you learn everything you needed?
Okay, so I can't access this until much later. So I guess I'll go ahead and start on this first, then worry about the rest. Looks like we have visitors.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Candle was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
I mean, he didn't need to be that hard on his brother. Anyway, to Dalimil.
The bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us with. We have a hard time.
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
The gentlemen of the town guard are strapped.
Could be I know something more.
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumours about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Dalimil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
Like that specific place he just mentioned.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this stall he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
You too, Goots.
Okay, storehouse is that way. Good old Velcroy Desert. East Velcroy.
The gentlemen of the town guard are strapped. What a mess. Where do we... You fought very bravely.
The safety of the town is in our hands.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one.
Oh, he can't be
Boys,
serious.
He's all yours. But that sword is mine.
That's depressing. Look at that. There's not nearly enough of them to take Clive on. They need like an army. It's 2 dogs and 3 dudes.
Leave now and we can pretend this didn't happen.
Vogel, kill! This one. Local!
Here we go. There we go. Easy enough. Wish the charge on that was faster, but what can you do?
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
I need to find Goots. Right now.
And Karen will kill him if anything happens to him.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goose, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood.
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goots, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Goots, no.
Enough, all of you!
Karen. But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalimil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs.
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Goots, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs, you remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
Oh boy. What did
Sorry
she even
to keep
do?
you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It ain't easy going through life one eye short of a pair.
Ooh.
After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me that Wet Legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Very wise indeed. Okay. Guess we'll go wyvern hunting in Northreach.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago. meadows, then. That's what they get.
Quiet. Animals aren't everything.
Oh, okay. Guess that was all of them.
Hippocrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot. This must be our wyvern. All right. Let's get this over with.
All yours, Torgal! Sick 'em! Now, Torgal! All yours, Torgal! All yours, Torgal! Get him! This one! Sick 'em!
Alright.
That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent. I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
Okay, next up is this one. Which still needs doing. Can't remember what this one is about though.
Have you heard the latest from Twinside?
My lord Marquis, is that... It is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, The realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your Lord Uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalimil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety.
Okay. One sec, sorry. To adjust something. Okay, looks like we gotta go south, so.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
Mummy?
The gentleman of the town guard.
I think my biggest problem with Bahamut's moveset so far is like Mega Player takes forever to charge.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
You could do Tier 1, but Tier 1's only so useful.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you'd kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
We'll have to do. There we go.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist Central Command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
Not at all. Now, to find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail. There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere. What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
Then you found him. I am Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits?
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
Here I go killing again.
This one's ours, pretty boy.
goodness. Okay.
Make for the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that...
There we go. It's interesting how the cities aren't open for exploration, just the small towns. I guess it's been bothering me a little, but still.
I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
Cool. Okay, that takes care of that one. That'll take care of the final two. And then I guess maybe do some mark hunts. I'm not really 100% on that.
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the gut.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goots. And I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil. Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
Of course. His family.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today will cost you the same as it did yesterday.
Okay.
Seems the hideaway has lost its app.
So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
And what precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And, a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about. And here we have it. Fried mortress of skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honour than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
I like how the first one of these apparently looked and smelled horrifically grotesque. It was like amazing. What's this one gonna be like? I feel like he died.
So, not fit for consumption then.
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force. A force of nature, even. A maelstrom of flavour and sensation. A graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
God damn, man, just say it's tasty
Well, I can't
and be
quite
done
tell
with
with
it.
all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
They're gonna drive the blueback wyvern to extinction, aren't they? Oh well. Now that's done, I only really have the one thing to do. I should also go to my huts. The question is, will I be able to handle that?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot. You earned this.
Okay, 1360. And expand renown to unlock.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
View the hub board. Okay, so first on the sit. This is in Vamar Dalmacia. abandoned village, no less. An abandoned village. I'm not seeing any Vamar though. Up there. Maybe no, not there. Here it is, Vamar. It's all the way down here too. To get there, I'm gonna need to go here. Let's see if this guy's gonna be easy to beat. Probably not, being honest.
All yours, Torgal.
Tier 2 should be enough. That wasn't too bad. Tier 1, please. There. Oh yeah, that Mega Flare lasts for a little bit at least. It's pretty good.
No holding back.
That was pretty dire. If you use Impulse, you can essentially lock down entire crowds for a Mega Flare. But understandably, it doesn't work on boss enemies. Range isn't really all that great either, but that's to be expected, I suppose. There we go. The Fields of Korova. Oh yeah, he's dead.
Better already.
Okay, it's down this way. So that's one Storm Panther dead at least. Where's our mark? Oh, there he is.
Not the god's forsaken soul, eh? Only those who have nothing so empty your pockets. yours, Torgal. Torgal, kill! Torgal, kill! All yours, Torgal. Now, Torgal! Torgal, kill! Now, Torgal! Torgal, kill! All yours, Torgal. Now, Torgal! Torgal, kill! All yours, Torgal. Torgal, kill!
I've upgraded Mega Flare. I can now use it to charge 4 times. That's really tough. Super hard. Ah, shit. Okay, that's one down. I wasn't joking it off. I know it's been happening. I was worried.
A deserter turned outlaw. We were more similar than he knew.
Well, that's one mark down. Time to check the rest of the board. I'm not sure if I want to fight Svarog yet, but I'm tempted to try. But it's probably going to be pretty difficult. Still, it's easier to, like, charge up Bahamut's Wings of Light than I thought it would be. Because, like, it still takes forever, but it's kind of worth it. Okay, what else we got? Client Sands, Rosaria. Magath brothers. So is this like a play on the Magus sisters? Because that's really fucking funny if that's the case. The Magath brothers. Okay, then there's the Pack. This is a rank C, but that's probably a huge lie. Because they look very ominous. This is south of Tabor, Dalmatia. Quiet Sands, Rosaria. Okay, it's over here. Time to check it out then. Quiet Sands, Quiet Sands.
Pull your
Ah, good. An ether flood. What the fuck? Okay, that looks pretty bad.
You must focus.
Tier 2 should be enough. Assuming I can get it charged. About 30-ish minutes or so. That would be Clive's brother, Joshua. Okay, there we go. Now, Clive rescued his brother after the Bahamut fight, so now they're kind of working together. As it turns out, somehow Joshua survived being killed by Ifrit. How, you might ask? Nobody fucking knows. It just works. The system works. Being the dominant of Phoenix means you always come back to life for no reason. Okay.
That's better.
I'm running really low on stuff. Acacia just does. Of course. I wouldn't say he faked his death. He really did die. It's just being the dominant of Phoenix probably means he literally just came back to life, like straight up. Flames Rebirth is like it's a healing, sort of a healing attack Phoenix does in Final Fantasy games, where like Phoenix will kill your enemies and any party members who are dead will just be revived at full HP. So I'm thinking that's what happened with Joshua's Phoenix just brought him back. Oh hey, it's the brothers. Shit. These guys look tough. The Magath brothers. Rather than being mages like the Magus sisters, these guys are axemen.
Dark thresholds again, but not for long.
Very riveting gameplay, by the way. Generally speaking, it's kind of a one-time thing. But he's done it before in the fight with Ifrit, so it's not like... trying so hard. Look at these poor bastards. They came all this way just to kick Clive's ass. And they're getting destroyed. Truly, it was the most difficult battle in the entire game. Hardest fight ever. I almost died. Seriously, those guys could have totally one-shotted me. If they could have ever touched me.
No more vengeance. No more war.
Oh, Clive, you naive fool. There's always vengeance. There's always war. War is forever. Okay, hold on. Let me get back to the mark hunt board, because we still have 2 marks to take care of. I want to get those out of the way, but I'm not really sure exactly which one I want to take first. Probably the one that's easier, but we'll see. Yeah, Mega Flare combined with Giga Flare is like insane. Cause like if you cast Giga Flare while Mega Flare is active, all the Mega Flare orbs will just zero in on whatever you're attacking. So it's a great way to really improve your damage. Okay, up next. So we got Svarog. I'm assuming it's Svarog. Who I've heard is really hard. And then we've got the pack. Let's see. It's south of Tabor, Dalmekia. In a gully not far from the main road. Okay, I've got an idea of what I'm looking for. Let's check the local map. South of Tabor. Where's Tabor at? Fields of Carava, Zarka Trift, Tobany. Well, the thing is, in Final Fantasy, Bahamut's biggest attack is Mega Flare. At least that's his main attack, rather. It's the one he's known for. But Mega Flare is the basic one. After Mega Flare is Giga Flare, and then after Giga is Terra Flare, then Exa Flare, Yota Flare, and Zeta Flare. He's only ever cast Zeta Flare in this game, and I've never seen Yota Flare. As far as I understand, the Mega, Giga, Terra, that stuff, it's units of measurement, literally. And that's why Donald Duck is so scary, because he managed to cast Zeta Flare at least once. In any capacity. Okay. Check the board again. I'm trying to zero in on where this pack may be, but I'm not really... I don't know. South of Tabor. Traveling through Tabor to the fields of Carava. So, through Tabor to the fields of Carava. So here are the fields of Carava. There's Titan's Wake, Gilded Path. Yeah, that's basically that's the funny thing about this game is it's the first game where Bahamut has ever used Zeta Flare, like ever. But Donald Duck did it first. Officially in a Square Enix Final Fantasy style game, Donald Duck was the first character to ever use Zeta Flare. And Bahamut's gonna have that hanging over his head for ages. Never forget, the duck did it first. Okay, Southern Valkyrie Desert. This has gotta be the way. At least I'm assuming. I don't really know. It looks like this is sealed off. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything called Tabor, so I'm like confused. Is this anything? Okay, there's Tovany. Okay, come on. Let me see the board again. This might be a story one, but so traveling through Tabor to the fields of Kurava. Through Tabor to the fields of Kurava. So I'm trying to find this, but I'm like drawing a blank here. And this is the Valkyrie Desert, so. Well, having nothing else to go on and no way to find Tabor, I'm just assuming it's in the fields of Kurava somewhere. I'll be right back. One sec. Okay, sorry about that. So it seems one way or the other I'm traveling to the fields. The children yearned for the fields of Kurava. Alright. Time to get the heck out. Oh shit, it's already 11:13? Man, that sucks. Probably should go to bed. But I don't think it'll matter that much. There we go. God, this game is gorgeous. Seriously. Pretend I didn't see
We're
that.
holding back.
Didn't see those guys, did I? No. There's no way. Also, holy shit, I'm level 40 right now. I'm like 10 levels away from the cap. Kinda, yeah. Level 50 is the cap for the base playthrough, but like, once you hit like, once you do New Game Plus, you unlock the rest of the levels, so it's up to 100. But in the base playthrough, they want you sticking to like, 1 through 50. As it kind of I guess it kind of keeps things interesting, basically. Okay, that's not good. Back. What's over here?
Ready to ride from here.
Yes, apparently New Game Plus is like a completely different game, basically. Like, the enemy placement is different, you get completely new enemies that come out of nowhere. Apparently it's a completely different game, basically. So all the stuff you're seeing right now is like, the very easy, low-end stuff the game throws at you. Outside of maybe the Mark Hunts, which are sort of their own unique set of encounters. Can't even really say they're boss fights, because they don't really have that dynamic, you know? They're more like really tough normal enemies, but like super boss level tough normal enemies. There we go. Didn't even need to charge it up that much. The cool thing about the Wings of Light ability is if you stand still, it charges way faster. So I was moving around a lot, but it rewards you for like moving as little as possible. Only the bare minimum. Okay. I don't know if this is Tabor or not. Probably isn't. It's a wild nag, but it's not what I'm after. Knock it down. Still. Mega Flare. There we go. I might have to postpone this until later. Because it's looking like... Oh, cool. Shortcut.
You lost, stranger. Wherever you're headed, it's back the way you came.
I'm guessing this is Tabor then. I'm guessing it was. There's no way for me to know for sure. So south of Tabor, off the main road in a gully. This area's kind of sealed off, so there's no way for it. I guess I could just continue the main quest for a bit. There we go. Just a tier 2 to do. Perfect. Yeah, those wild necks are worth a lot of AP. That's pretty cool. Edge wizard, huh? Okay, that's a coral. That's like a fucking mini boss. I may as well pick a fight with him. That's the worst that could happen, right?
All yours, Torgal.
Okay, there we go. Hardest mini boss in the entire game. 10 out of 10 shot. Yeah, now that I'm kind of getting used to Bomb Kid, I'm like, yeah, this is actually kind of fun. It still takes a bit of charging to get into it, but it's like it doesn't feel bad to play as. I'm still not finding any like gully.
All yours, Torgal.
Unfortunately, no. That would be way too much even for Clive. I mean, you never know, there might be, but as far as I know, it only goes up to Gigaflare from him. He's borrowing Bahamut's power. He doesn't get the whole kit and caboodle. Oh, okay. We're doing the fight over again. Good to know. Oh, I went out of his area of aggro, so he immediately reset. Decent trap. Oh, okay. Never mind. He's dead. I beated it. Yay me. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna find the dogs this way. And the pack can't possibly be down there, so... Still looking around for these things, but I'm not finding them anywhere. I don't know. I don't think they're specifically in the fields of Corava. Here's the panther. There's some antelopes. There's that one place I killed that one jobber. Whatever his name was. I think his name was Captain Dingus. Okay, that's a lich. What the hell's that doing here? Yeah, I'm tier 1 in this.
Titan!
There we go. Just gonna let that burn through so I can heal up. Ooh, chocobos. Could use some fried chicken today. Okay.
Nice try. There's more! All yours, Vogel.
There we go. So the interesting thing about this version of Mega Flare is it's actually originally supposed to be like Giga Flare from Final Fantasy XIV. It functions pretty much the exact same way. In Final Fantasy XIV, Bahamut was a giant dragon sealed away in a fake moon. And it was essentially like his prison created by the evil ancient Empire of Alag, who were essentially using him as a fuel source. And his version of Giga Flare was actually just a really, really powerful series of beams that he'd fly around and scatter bomb, essentially. Okay, I'm not gonna find the pack, am I? Oh, what's this? I don't remember this at all. Okay, time to go. Should probably just call it a night, but
All yours, Torgal. Second. Stay down.
oh yeah, this Giga Flare shit is the bomb. Mega Flare, sorry. I don't really know. I haven't actually unlocked anything suggesting that, but it's possible that you can. I mean, like, you can charge your stuff up to, like, raw. So, like, the bullets are essentially spells. So, like, Bahamut's is light-based, so it's Dia and Diara. Phoenix's is fire and Thyra. Titan's stone, or that sort of thing.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
But it's possible that there's like an accessory that gives you the ability to do that. But I haven't found it. Ah, balls. Good enough. Damn those fallen machines of war. So I found out the reason they're called fallen is literally because when, like, their civilization died, all their airships fell to the ground. I hope so, but I feel like it's an accessory thing because, like, let me show you here real quick. So these are all, like, the basic abilities, and Charged Magic is one of them. And I've already mastered it. So, like, you can't really enhance it any further unless there's a special unlock you do. But specifically, like, the Charged Magic thing is just, I've got that now. The only thing I can think of is, like, there's an accessory that will give you the third tier when you charge it up. Or maybe it's like a story unlock. But I don't know. I feel like it's also possible he just didn't do it this time. It's just, you know, the shots go up to raw and that's it. Who knows though.
All yours, Torgal. Now, Torgal.
There we go. Setting that up is a lot of fun. Just throw out those orbs to sort of stun lock the enemies.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but
And
with
then you
better
just
manners.
charge. Depends on what you view as stronger. See, Mega Flare comes out for free. You just have to wait on the charge. But also, like if you combine it with Giga Flare, because if you cast Giga Flare while it's out, all the Mega Flare bits will home in on it, so it sort of supports Giga Flare. Giga Flare is a direct beam. It does a lot of damage to like anything in a straight line. But I feel like Mega Flare just has more flexibility than Giga Flare. So it really depends. Like, I feel like the two complement each other a lot. Okay, here we go.
You're injured.
Oh my god, he is injured.
What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood up ahead.
Oh, that sounds bad.
It swallowed our camp while we slept.
Yeah, that's a fate I wouldn't wish on anyone.
Turned every last one of them. There's a village
not
die? Far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
I'll go. You catch your breath.
Catch his breath. He's gonna die.
Our encampment is up ahead. Just off the track. They must not reach Tabor. Forgive me, Lord Kuka.
Okay, yeah, he's dead.
Rest well, soldier.
I hate doing the late Kuka any favors, but those soldiers need to die. They've been corrupted and they're now Akashic.
Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Oh, okay, we just followed the blood.
They're everywhere now.
We can't go round it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Right. I got here in time.
Kill!
Okay, there we go.
Someone there! Please, I can't move my leg!
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
Can't move his leg. Where the hell is he? Oh, there it is.
You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things You slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it.
Okay.
You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
Wait. That scar. Son of a whore. You're Sid.
I was there, in Cosnes, when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith, when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some...
Man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
That's to be expected. Sid did kind of completely rampage throughout the entirety of the Republic and cause all sorts of trouble for him. And also, Kupka kind of got all his being killed, just forced him to fight Sid over and over. Okay. Oh, that's all the immediate side quests done.
We're not alone.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Where now,
Finally
Joshua?
found Tabor.
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Are they going to be attacked? They're going to be attacked.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yotei, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yotei has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yotei. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yotei and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed Knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
So not only is Odin a powerful warrior, he's also a pirate.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Oh shit.
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic.
I feel like that man just signed his death warrant.
He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And
of course,
he's
if it is
digging the whole
compensation he
deeper.
requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools! Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Yeah, go ahead. Better Odin. The scariest icon in the entire setting. Yeah, go on, fetter him. Put him in chains. See how that works.
Pathetic creatures.
that you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city, her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris.
No.
A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Oh no, he's going after Mid.
Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
So he just walked in there specifically to just murder all of them. That's almost funny.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the
I mean,
hideaway
that's
lacks
kind
trained
of
fighters
been
to defend
Ultima's
its
thing.
occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
In pretty much every game Ultima has featured in, as like either a summon or a weapon, it's usually been the ultimate something or other. So like, in Final Fantasy VII, Ultima was Ultima Weapon and also Ultima Weapon.
Let's find our friends.
A monster and a sword. In Final Fantasy Tactics, Ultima was literally like a super powerful ancient angel, Ultima the Highest Seraph. But the connotation was the same. It was a powerful ultimate being, basically. It also featured as the High Seraph in Final Fantasy XII, where it was essentially a prominent traitor to the gods and tried to turn all the summons against the divine.
Which is why I had to let her go.
Are you buying?
I think its most famous appearance recently is like in Final Fantasy XIV. Ultima is literally two beings. Ultima the High Seraph, which again is a reference to evilly stuff. And of course the Ultima weapon, which is a giant robot that's supposed to kill and destroy summons or icons. And that's icons with an E-I-K-O-N. It's the name of the creatures.
Come again.
Okay, I need to buy stuff. And then I need to go to bed.
Welcome.
In Final Fantasy 12, it definitely used light. Yeah.
It's a deal.
Oh, wait, what am I selling that for? Dagnabbit.
Anything else?
A
fine choice.
Not only was it light aspected, but you can actually find a powerful weapon right in front of its room that called Excalibur, which was also light aspected and could be used to deal absurd amounts of damage to powerful undead. Combine Ultima the High Seraph with Excalibur, and you basically had the ultimate undead fuck shit upper.
Go safely.
In this case, I feel like Ultima isn't light aspected because that's Bahamut's thing. So it's probably more like it's neutral aspected or something. I'm not really sure, honestly. Anyway. Let me think here. Okay, I still can't buy anything right now, so I'm not going to worry about that. Yeah, I don't have enough yet. I'm going to have to go to bed. I shouldn't... Oh god, it's 12 o'clock already. Yeah, I gotta turn in. Sorry to cut this short, but I've been at this way too long. Just save real quick.